Hi guys, this is a quick tutorial on how to write a definition essay on patriotism. You might remember that we talked about 4 ways to define things. The first one is exemplification, and that is when you use examples of a word to help define it. The second way that you can define something is by using function, which is when you describe the function of the word or how the word works in the world. The third way you can define something is by using categories, and this is called classification. And the fourth way to define something is to use examples of what a word is not. For example, it is not patriotic to burn the American flag. Remember, the structure of an essay that I would like you to write should have a strong introduction to well-developed body paragraphs. That means 8 to 10 sentences, and a conclusion where you extend the ideas or use another method of definition. To write a good introduction, you need to focus on 3 main parts: the hook, the background information, and the thesis statement. The first line of the introduction is called the hook. The purpose is to draw the reader in, use quotations, facts, and statistics, and anecdotes. Remember, an anecdote is just a very short story. If you've forgotten what an anecdote is, just remember it's a short, amusing, or interesting story. An example is if you picture a mother and father discussing whether or not to get a dog for the family, the father says, "You know, when I was a kid, my dog was my best friend. My childhood was better because of him." Ways to start an anecdote are, "When I used to, I remember when." So first you want to give a little bit of information about your topic. That's the background information. It tells them why the topic is important. You also want to give them an outline of what you're going to talk about, but you don't want to tell them everything, and you don't want to write, "I'm going to talk about." The third part of your introduction is the thesis. The thesis is the background of your essay, so you want to make it strong. When writing a thesis statement, you want to make sure it's clear and specific. You want to include your thesis at the end of the paragraph, and you want to use your own original ideas. You don't want to bury your thesis in the middle of your introduction paragraph, nor do you want to say, "Here's the main points of my paragraph." When I give you my example, I'm going to use negation and exemplification. So my thesis statement would be something like, "While it is not patriotic when people do something you write in your own words, everyone can be more patriotic by doing just a few things." And that's how you do it. That's an introduction. It has just a hook, a background information, and a thesis. Now you're ready to write body paragraphs.